Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Eggman Memories pre-release Survivor analysis. I originally wanted to make a pre-release Survivor analysis, but I decided that that would be too boring. So I dragged these little guys along. Say hi! Sorry, they're nonverbal right now. Anyways, instead of just doing a pre-release analysis, I wanted to also do a tier list. Hold on. Now I know that not everyone is going to agree with this, but please just try to hear our reasoning before you crash out. There are some quick things I wanted to get out of the way before we start. First being that the game isn't out yet. All of the info I got was from the official Outcome Memories Discord server, the unofficial wiki, and from some videos from the public test 4 months ago. Everything said here is subject to change or may just be flat out incorrect. Second thing being that the tier list is completely opinionated and just for fun. If you disagree, feel free to say so in a respectful manner. And the last thing is, thank you so much for the support on the last one. I know this probably won't even get as close to what that got, but I truly appreciate the support and criticism. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. I have like the sheet. Should I just read it off or should I screen share it and read it off?
Screen share.
Screen share and read it off.
Okay.
Bro, you gotta screen share and read it off.
Thank you, McBennett. I don't know
Boy,
what I'd
you
do
gotta
without
screen
you.
share and read it off, boy.
I literally.
This. Okay, there's 2 of these. Okay. So the killer has a 3-second ICD, which is they can't be stunned after getting stunned once. They can't get stunned again for 3 seconds. Speed is increased after being damaged, like normal. Mental Sonic has 165. Oh, I should actually hold on.
Wow, I'm so
Shoot.
excited for this video.
Hey, can we kick him out?
These are literally the only ones that are gonna
Yo,
be here
what?
on release.
What was scraps?
I know. Oh.
This tier list should be pretty fast.
It probably will be. So,
Take it too long.
Mental Sonic is going to have 165 HP and 50% damage reduction, average speed. Bro, I don't want to read all this.
Okay, you're the one who made the doc. Why are you
I
complaining?
know! His E ability, he will stand still for... I don't know if this is true, because I saw a new clip and he stood still for longer, I think, but 0.5 seconds last time I saw. And he charges in whichever direction he's facing, gaining a huge speed boost. When charging into the Executioner, they are grabbed. In this state, he constantly drains HP. If he rams into the wall while holding the Executioner, he will stun them. Stun, or charge duration 5 seconds, stun duration 7.5 seconds, cooldown 25 seconds. As a self-repair move, which he heals himself, obviously. And if Dr. Eggman or Tails are nearby while he's using this ability, he will heal faster. Eggman will make him heal faster than Tails will, though. There's no concrete duration, cooldown 25 seconds. And then when he dies, he explodes, and he can't be revived. His upsides are basically, he has a lot of HP and damage reduction. He can stun the EXE for the longest time in the game, I think, and he can heal himself. But if he dies, he cannot be revived, and he cannot be healed by Cream. So
I'd say he's
I die on
like
bed.
yeah.
I say he's like a solid A tier.
Yeah,
Solid
What's
A
everyone
tier,
else's?
yeah.
I agree.
McBennett?
I'm biased. I think
I think he's high
Impressive.
A, or either high A or S.
Well, the reason why I'm not putting him in S is because, like, you can't revive him or heal him.
Yeah, but he can heal himself.
And how long does his healing ability take to recharge?
25 seconds, but that's after his healing is done, and I think you can either just do a quick little heal on yourself, or you can just stand there and heal yourself for however long you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I just give it an A.
Yeah, a high A.
He seems to be kind of more of a selfish character. I don't know.
I think it's more of a selfless character. You're supposed to like charge in to save your teammates, and then if you're low, run away. Hopefully someone else will.
Well, it depends on how other people play him, because that, like, his E ability, like, people would could dash into the killer, but they could also dash away and just
yeah.
like stay far away.
It depends on the
That thing on the far right does not fit with any of these characters here. What is that thing?
Wait, but McBennett, which tier would you say? Holy.
I put on an ARS trigger. I put ARS. Me personally, ARS. But that's just me.
Yes.
I'd say ARS. just me though.
There's this thing too. I think there's basically everything I put there. It's very, very fast and has iframe during charge. Charge can be countered. Charge can be avoided from iframe. Charge can be cancelled. Oh, you don't have last life for being revived. Self-stun if he bumps into oh yeah, heals super slow if Eggman is not nearby, so he needs to hide. Cream cannot heal him, and then he drains his HP when he's holding on to the EXE. Yeah, I'd say A.
I think A is good.
While editing this, I realized that the thing I call Tails Blaster version 2 might just be when his beam gets countered, or maybe there's a slight chance that it'll just not work. Or maybe if the gauge isn't full or something, I don't know. So just keep that in mind. It's probably just like a failed shot type thing instead of being a replacement. Okay, now on to Tails. So this is a weird one. So he has basically Metal's the only one that has special HP and like damage reduction. The rest of them have the same HP and movement speed. So they all have average movement speed and 100 HP. So Tails' E move is... There could be 2 versions or there could be 1, because it looks like he got nerfed recently. So the first version was he would charge up his cannon for a while. Like he'd slow down a lot, and then he'd charge up his arm cannon for a while, and then he'd shoot a blast that would last like 3 seconds. And of course it's a stun. But from what I saw now is he charges up his arm cannon, which takes less time now, and then he just does a little shot like in TD. So I think he got nerfed. I don't know.
So he'll shoot Sonic.exe and then he'll be stunned for a little bit?
Yes. Hold on. I have a... Hold on. This is not the right thing.
Okay, he get a diggy. Okay.
And then he has glide. He has the glide ability like he always does. He flies. It's like TD.
Okay.
Just flies. He has a gauge and it shows how much you have left. I think the flight duration depends on if you're like going up or not, I think, because I think it drains faster if you're going up than if you're just gliding away. And right now he has an issue, which I think is just like a public testing / just normal testing thing. His cooldowns are either really fast or he has 100% uptime, because his cooldown on his flight is 5 seconds. And it can last a lot longer. I think it lasts longer than 5 seconds, even if you're draining all of the thing like at once.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
5-second cooldown, it lasts longer than 5 seconds. Like his skill lasts longer than 5 seconds.
His glide?
Yes. Also his arm cannon thing, like after using it, not only does the cooldown have to go up, but it has to like charge a thing on the side of the screen back up to use it completely. Cause like the one where it would shoot the beam, like that would show how much, like how long you'd shoot it for, but now it just shoots all of it at once. So I have no idea. I think he got nerfed into the ground recently. The beam looked really OP to me, but now it's just a little puny shot.
I'd say he's like basically like normal. I'd put him in C tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Oh,
C.
Yeah, let's see what they had to say about him on here. Oh yeah, very good at pushing EXE away and has decent stun, 5 seconds. I have no idea which stun will be in the game, so. Yeah, no, he gets slowed down for a hot minute. Like he takes, charging up his beam, he gets slowed down like a lot and he has to basically just walk for like 4 seconds. 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, definitely C.
So I'd say either
I feel like we should look at pros and cons before we rank them.
Yeah.
But I think I think C is okay. Like he's.
It makes sense.
Playable.
I was like, that's what C because like there's pros and cons. So I was like, so it shows like every problem me, but it seems like one pinch on person. It can be a C.
Okay.
You said. I heard. As soon as the pros and cons.
Also, if you're charging your arm cannon up, like the EXE has an ability where he just flies at you. Like, I'm not kidding. He just, Minecraft creative mode flies at you and then he tackles you. So
Put him the D.
that could be a little troublesome. I think if he has the new shot, he deserves to be in D, but if he still has the old beam, C. So it really depends.
I think he shouldn't be in the game at launch, actually.
I think you shouldn't be in the game at launch.
Maybe you shouldn't be on this planet tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh.
No, Knuckles. He doesn't chuckle. He'd rather flex his muscles.
Okay,
Oh.
shut up. Read the abilities, ability reader.
Same A. Okay.
But what did you call you? Wait, what did it call? What did she call? What? Huh? Oh.
That is so rude. Anyways, he has the same HP and movement speed as like basically everyone else but Metal. His punch move, he basically just takes a fighting stance and then you have to wait 3 seconds and then you can punch. After clicking the button again, you lunge forward and you gain 15% damage resistance, I think. Or no, you gain 15% damage resistance while you're charging the punch up. Then you press again and then you lunge forward and punch. Stun duration, 5 seconds. Cooldown, 15 seconds. And then he has a counter. He freaking counters. Except it lasts for 0.3 seconds. You really have to counter.
Oh, so you have to time that. Okay.
Yeah, you have
He,
to time
like-
it really well.
Okay.
Not like in TD where you have like 2 seconds of a grace period. You have less than a second from what I saw. And then 5 seconds stun duration, 15-second cooldown. And then he can, I think he can just glide if he's high enough and you like hold spacebar or something, or jump button or something. You can also cling onto walls and he slowly descends down the wall when clinging onto the walls. But I'm not sure if the glide ability has to be triggered through clinging onto a wall and then jumping to glide, or if you can just jump and glide. So you can only counter first, then punch if you want 10-second stun on EXE. Oh, what? Okay, meaning first punch makes you unable to counter until your punch cooldown is over. Oh, so when he punches, his cooldown goes on to the, I think his counter cooldown goes up.
Oh.
Counter and punch can be baited easily, obviously. Punch can be avoided easily by 2011X invisibility. Also, I think Knuckles is the only character. Yeah, he can stack stuns. He doesn't have the, I guess he ignores the 3-second ICD.
Okay, that's a pro.
I think,
Is he better than Tails, or is he like on the same?
I think he's B,
yeah, I think he's
but
either
you
B or
have to be
A.
very skilled.
Yeah.
I think he
A
could be.
is skilled.
I don't.
B is if you're an average player.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
think
A.
B. Yeah, I was not thinking A. I was thinking either B or C.
I was thinking,
No, I think A would work. If you have to be really good. Though.
why'd you talk into a pillow? I think if the player is like good enough, if they do manage to do a counter and then they like wait a couple of seconds and then they run up and just throw the punch at him to do a 10-second stun chain, that can give their teammates a long time to run away. Except I don't think anyone's going to be
but
doing
it's
any
like
running.
You gotta hit it. Like one of the
Yeah.
cons is that they're very easily like avoidable.
Yeah, but I feel
I
like
think B is good.
yeah, okay.
I don't think A tier is. I don't think he's A at all.
Dr. Egg.
On to Eggman. I don't know if
Read the abilities, ability reader. Gosh.
okay. I don't even know if all of this is going to be in the game actually, because rework soon, they said. So that's great. Same HP and movement speed as everyone else. His E ability is a jetpack boost. You know the jetpack from Minion Rush?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
basically what he does, but he can move in any direction. I think he has the same speed as Metal during that, and it lasts for apparently 4 seconds-ish. That's what I got. And it has a 21-second cooldown. And then he has a shield ability for himself, which obviously stops damage if he gets hit by it. And I think if the shield gets broken, it stuns the EXEs, but I'm not sure. 5-second duration, 25-second cooldown if the shield doesn't get destroyed, I think, and then 35 if it does. And then his
Okay.
passive abilities are he can, if Metal Sonic is near, he makes Metal Sonic heal faster when he's using his self-heal ability. And he has a double jump. It's unconditional. I think he can just use it whenever. Okay. Fastest man ever. I don't know what this means. Has self-defense bubble, which you can
get
use
it.
while reviving others. And double jump. His best support for Metal Sonic. Long cooldown, can't support others than Metal Sonic.
He's pocketing metal basically.
He's a
Oh.
C.
I have... What does everyone else say? He's decapitated.
I
Just
think
rested.
he's a C also because he's pretty selfish and like besides just helping himself and helping Metal.
He can't
Wait,
help.
what does he do?
Boost minion jetpack and then
Bubble shield.
shield. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say something after that. Yeah. I do think Eggman belongs in C tier. I think Tails actually would belong in B tier if he has the long blast, but I'm gonna assume
When
it's
are you
the
start
short
recording?
blast. Huh? I think Eggman belongs in C tier because he's a selfish character who can't really help out his team. He can get away from the EXE if he's getting chased, I think. But like, getting away isn't too much because I think 2011X is going to be the only one. And as I said, he has Minecraft creative mode. He can just fly at you.
I'm sure
Okay,
so many
next.
executioners are gonna be in game. That is crazy.
Yeah. Only support for
Well,
metal.
you was so right, Make Bennett.
Okay, there was another thing that I messed up. Cream's dash, she does like a front flip. It's not she slams into the enemy or something or dashes away. Looks like a front flip from the most recent dev footage. So, Cream, one of my 2 children, along with Tails. Anyways.
What's that book called?
No!
What does this mean?
I don't know.
You don't want to know. Anyways, she has the same HP and movement speed as everyone else. From what I saw, her healing ability, she just starts floating and heals everyone nearby, which she needs Cheese alive to do that, because she has a little cheese pet flying by her. Duration 7 seconds, I think. Cooldown is 15.
Wait, what happens if Cheese is not alive? Does
She-
she just not heal?
She cannot heal anyone else. I think she can only heal herself. I have no idea what her dash ability is. I think, because from what I've seen from public testing gameplay, it looks like it's either that they're jumping and then using it, but it just kind of makes it look like she leaps into the air. But then from other test footage I've seen, it looks like he dashes, and it's not like she gets a speed boost or anything after.
Wait, so what does it do?
I have no idea. It's either she does a leap or she does a dash, and then gets no speed boost after.
Her
You-
dash
wait.
ability?
Yes, but either if she uses the dash ability into an EXE, she shoves them away, but this also works on survivors too, so she can push her own teammates away. I don't know if that'll ever be useful. I'll go to
Okay.
Cheese before going to the alternate move. Cheese dies when Cream is at 25 HP or lower, and without him, Cream cannot heal other survivors. And she gets a new ability after Cheese dies, which is a leap, which charges up for a second, I think, and then she flings into the air like a spring. I think it has the same cooldown. And then she has a glide ability where she just glides. I think she
Okay,
can
like-
jump from a high place and
like
then she
TD.
glides. Yeah, except I don't think it's an ability. I think it's more of a passive type move.
Oh, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I think her glide, I don't know if it's a passive or if it's an ability. I have no idea. But I think you can just jump off from high enough and then hold jump and then you just glide. Whoa, pro, long-lasting glide, can heal survivors, dashes very fast. I have no idea what this means. Juke is a counter, but isn't stun related. And it gives you 3 seconds of iframes. Cons, short, can't heal others without cheese. Can't heal metal. Can push survivors. Can't stun EXE, yeah. She cannot stun, she can only push them. I think she's...
I feel like she's like low C.
B.
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't think that.
I feel like she's a B.
She's a B because, in my opinion, she would be a good distractor if she's like able to dash and then do a leap and then glide. And
Yeah.
if she can just keep that in rotation and she's good at looping, then she can distract the killer for a while.
Well, is she supposed to distract the killer, or is she supposed to stay away like
No.
TD?
She's supposed to stay
Well-
away, but I do think that her having a heal ability in the first place and being able to heal multiple teammates, I think she can heal multiple teammates. I'm not sure.
She can. I
But-
think so. Well, not unless they changed it.
Yeah, unless they changed it. But I think that's
I
really
don't
valuable.
know. It's just.
And it's not like a
like-
little amount of HP either, I don't think.
But it's like now. So usually the killer wouldn't go after Cream because like she doesn't really do much. But now if
Actually,
the killer just
mm.
targets Cream and she's just being targeted and nobody's helping her, like she has almost little to no value for the team.
Yeah, I do feel like though you do have to take it like I
Like
feel like
if you take away her healing ability, she's literally D.
yeah, true.
So
But
I think C would be like if you want to put her in B, like a high C, but I don't think that she's B.
I think I think the healing is just permanent health too. So I think just having the healing ability in the first place is very valuable. But it is true, if like your teammates aren't trying to help you out, you're cooked.
Yeah, and if she dashes into her teammate, she could push them away and mess them up a bit. I think she's
Yeah.
like her healing ability is pretty good, but I think that she's not B tier.
Say that is because,
I
like,
genuinely just think that she's a C.
the reason why I'm like,
But it's like when she's low, she gives no value, and she can like I don't even like she literally does nothing for the team.
I don't know. I feel like
I
the...
just-
She can't even stun. If
Oh,
she could
yeah.
stun, I'd say that she's B, but since she can't, then she's C to me. And then if you take like I said, you take away her healing ability, she's D.
Yeah, I do think if Cheese dies, then she's literally useless. But I feel like
Yeah,
if Cream is,
so-
or Cream, if Cheese is alive, she'd be B tier. So I guess we can average it out to C.
Yeah.
So today they changed Amy's kit a little bit. I'm pretty sure they separated her hammer swing and her hammer throw abilities. So keep that in mind. Now, Amy. Average HP and movement speed. This is where it gets confusing because I think she has a tap and a hold variant. I think the tap is she like slides forward, does a hammer spin, and then throws the hammer at wherever you're aiming it. If it hits the EXE, I think it recoils back to you, so you still have it, but if you miss, I think you have to go pick it up. I think her hold is she like reels her hammer back and then she swings after releasing the button. And if she uses this while falling, she will do like a hammer leap. So that's good mobility. She already has 2 stuns, or no, I guess 1 stun because it's on the same cooldown. And she has mobility if she needs it. We don't know her cooldown. Her stun time is probably 5 seconds like the rest. And then she has an ability called Reroll. When the round starts, she gains 2 tarot cards, I think out of a pool of 6. And the tarot cards can give buffs or debuffs. So she just takes 2 out of the pool. And then she has the Reroll ability, which she can reroll her 2 tarot cards.
Wait, what do the tarot cards even do?
I have no idea, but I think 3 of them can give buffs and 3 of them can give debuffs. I have no idea though.
Okay.
Very good offensive skill, hammer throw, bounce, swing. She has iframes when using her hammer. Bro, this dog. And she has cards that boost stats. She can only have 2 cards. She has 6 in total, but she can only choose 2 at a time. And then some
Okay.
have debuffs. Moon blinds her. Strength makes her
What?
take more damage from EXE in exchange for more stun duration. Some cards make her very fragile, some make her slow. Okay.
so she's a glass cannon, kind of?
So she's either S or A. Or she can either be an S or a B, I think.
Is she truly better than Metal Sonic?
For utility
can
with
pick the
stunning,
right cards.
like. 'Cause she can get a
Yeah.
stun for just as long, if not longer, just from using one ability and not taking any damage from it.
So it comes down to skill again.
Yeah, so you have to hit your shot for her to. You have to hit all of your shots for her to be S.
Yeah. So maybe high A? But I feel like
Yeah.
S tier
Yeah.
is just a useless thing.
Yeah. I think.
Anyways,
probably.
Well,
I will-
because I truly don't think any character is broken enough to where I'd be like, whoa, that is so awesome and sick.
Yeah, true. Oh my god!
I don't know. I feel like she would not be. I don't feel like any character would be S tier from what I've read. In
Unless,
my opinion.
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
feel like a character can necessarily be S tier.
Anyways, as I was saying before I had to leave, I feel like in the right hands, Amy will be an S tier, but if not, she'll be a D tier, but I guess you could say that for like every character. So,
Well, I don't, because I don't want to assume that everybody who's using Amy is going to be like crazy good. So I think A would be good for her.
yeah. I do feel like the hammer, like, throw will be really good in the, like, for good people, and then the hammer swing is like a failsafe if it's like, you're not that great.
But is she in front of Metal Sonic, or would you say she's behind him?
In all honesty, and like, if both of them are in the hands of the average player, behind Metal Sonic.
Alright. Well, then there's your tier list.
There's the tier list. Are there any final statements anyone wants to make?
Yeah.
Subscribe! Wait. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, turn on post notifications so you never miss another video!
Miss!
Amy,
Cut that
best character. No one can change my mind.
Hey, Saber S tier.
Saber S
Peace.
tier!
Subscribe and like the video if you know what's good for you.
Drugs are bad.
I'm gonna hit stop recording.
Yeah, cut this whole video out.